Most service members believe that simply contributing to their TSP is enough to guarantee a comfortable retirement. It isn't. In fact, thousands of military members are doing exactly what they were told to do and still losing massive amounts of long-term wealth without even realizing it. Not because they're irresponsible, not because they don't care, but because no one ever explained how the system actually works. Today, I'm going to walk you through the biggest TSP mistakes that cost service members thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands over the course of their lives. And more importantly, I'm going to tell you how to fix them. This is the Adjutant. Your Thrift Savings TSP plan is one of the most powerful wealth building tools you will ever have access to, not just in the military, but anywhere. It combines tax advantages, extremely low fees, automatic payroll contributions, long-term compounding power. Used correctly, it can quietly grow into a seven-figure asset over career. Used incorrectly, it becomes a missed opportunity that you can never fully recover. Now, let's make sure you fall into the first category. Now, mistake number one is contributing too little. Now, the first mistake is simply not just contributing enough. Many service members pick a small percentage that feels comfortable and leave it there for years. But retirement wealth is driven by math, not comfort. If you're under the blended retirement system, contributing less than 5% means you are literally leaving government matching money on the table. And government matching isn't just extra income, it's accelerated compounding. Every dollar you don't contribute today is not just $1 loss, it's decades of growth that never happens. Even small increases early in your career produce enormous differences later. For example, increasing contributions from 5% to 10% early in your career can easily mean hundreds of thousands of dollars more at retirement. The key insight here is simple. Your TSP contribution rate matters far more than most people realize. Mistake number two is never increasing contributions over time. Your income grows throughout your career, promotions happen, special pay increases, allowances change, yet many service members keep the same contribution percentage they chose as a junior, enlisted, or young officer. What felt like a stretch as an E3 becomes barely noticeable as an E6. If you want powerful strategy that requires almost no effort, you need to do this. Increase your TSP contribution every time your pay increases. You will barely feel the difference, but your future self will. This approach turns promotions into automatic wealth building instead of lifestyle inflation. Now we have mistake number three, staying in the default allocation. Now, many service members never change their investment allocation after joining. Historically, new accounts defaulted heavily toward the G fund or other conservative allocation. The G fund is extremely safe, but safety comes at a cost. Over long periods, conservative allocations often fall into outpace inflation by meaningful margins. That means your purchasing power grows slowly, if at all. Now, if you're young and decades away from retirement, an overly conservative allocation can dramatically limit long-term growth. Now, the purpose of the G fund is stability, not aggressive wealth accumulation. Understanding the role of each fund is critical to building a balanced strategy. Now we're going to talk about mistake number four, and that's fear-based investing. Market downturns create anxiety. When balances drop, the instinct is to move money into safer options. Unfortunately, this often locks in losses and prevents recovery gains. Long-term investing requires discipline during volatility. Historically, markets have recovered from downturns given enough time. Reacting emotionally to short-term, fluctuations turn temporary declines into permanent setbacks. Successful investors focus on time in the market, not timing the market. Consistency beats reaction. Now, mistake number five is ignoring the life cycle funds. Life cycle funds are designed to automatically adjust risk based on your equipped retirement date. For many people, they offer a simple, hands-off solution. Yet some service members avoid them because they assume automatic means inferior. In reality, for those who do not want to actively manage allocations, lifestyle funds can highly be effective. They gradually shift from growth folks invested to more conservative ones as retirement approaches. The biggest advantage is behavioral. Automation prevents panic decisions. Talk about mistake number 6, and that is not understanding Roth versus traditional contributions. One of the most important decisions in your TSP is whether contributions are Roth or traditional. Traditional contributions reduce your taxable income now, but are taxed when you withdraw later. Roth contributions are taxed now, but grow tax-free in retirement. Many service members choose one option early in their career and never revisit the decision. But your optimal choice may change as your income, tax bracket, and retirement goals evolve. This is not just an investment decision, it is a tax strategy decision. Now, let's talk about mistake number 7, and that is, cashing out early. Leaving the military does not mean you must withdraw your TSP. Your account can remain invested and continue growing. Early withdrawals can trigger taxes, penalty, and loss compounding that cannot be recovered. Think of your TSP as a long-term asset, not a savings account for transition. Portability is one of its greatest strengths. Now, regarding mistake number 8, and that's treating TSP as your only retirement plan. Now, while the TSP is powerful, relying on it alone may limit your flexibility. Other tools, IRAs, taxable investment accounts, real estate, or business ownership can complement your retirement strategy. Diversification is not only about investment, it's about income sources. Building multiple streams of future income reduces risk and increases your option. Mistake number 9, ignoring fees elsewhere while TSP fees are low. One advantage of the TSP is extremely low administrative costs, but many service members unknowingly offset this advantage by investing outside the TSP in high fee products. Fees compound negatively just as growth compounds positively. Understanding total investment costs across all accounts is essential. Mistake number 10 is lack of long-term perspective. Perhaps the biggest mistake of all is viewing retirement planning as something distant or abstract. The earlier you start, the more powerful compounding becomes. Time is the single most valuable asset in investing. It's not intelligence, it's not income, it's not market timing, it's time. Every year you delay meaningful contribution reduces the exponential power of growth. The TSP is not just a retirement account, it is a system that rewards consistency, patience, and informed decision making. Small improvements made early create massive results later. Large corrections made late often struggle to compensate for lost time. Your future financial independence will not come from one perfect decision. It will come from hundreds of small, disciplined choices repeated over decades. Now, what should you do now? If you want to strengthen your TSP strategy immediately, focus on 3 actions. First, ensure you're contributing at least enough to receive the full matching under the blended retirement system. Second, you want to review your allocations to confirm it aligns with your time horizon and your risk tolerance. Third, commit to increasing contributions whenever your income rises. These steps alone can dramatically improve your long-term outcome. Financial security for service members is not just about retirement accounts. It's about building a comprehensive system of stability, flexibility, and opportunity. Your military career provides tools that civilians often do not have. That's predictable income, benefits, tax advantages, and structured progression. The TSP is one of those tools, but like any tool, its effectiveness depends on how you use it. As I close, remember this. Your thrift savings plan has the potential to become one of the largest financial assets you ever build, or it can become a missed opportunity that quietly underperforms for decades. The difference is not luck, it is knowledge and discipline. If you want to truly understand how powerful a military career can be financially, watch my breakdown of how much a military career is actually worth over time. It puts retirement benefits and long-term wealth into perspective that most people never see. And if you are truly serious about building real financial independence, explore the Military Wealth Masterclass playlist for step-by-step guidance designed specifically for service members. Until next time, plan wisely, prepare thoroughly, execute decisively. This is the Adjutant, and I'll see you in the next one. Shalom.